She can find sunshine even in the cloudiest moments. Our next guest is known nationwide as America's Joy Magnet. She's the host of Good Morning Joy, and now fresh off the presses, the release of her inspiring new book. Let's welcome back Shari Alyse. Good to see you again.
It's so good to see you. Thank you for having me back on. It's always a joy.
It is a joy, isn't it? Well, congratulations on your new book, Joy Unleashed. What a huge accomplishment. You have had quite the year. But Shari, tell us a little bit about the premise for this book. What inspired you to write it?
Well, I will say I invited 24 authors to join me on this mission of spreading joy, which I had never had. I don't want to say a desire, but it was never in my intention to come together with a group of people to help me spread this mission. But after losing my dad earlier in the year and literally having joy flip itself on its head from what I knew and what I uncovered during that time, I knew that this was bigger than just me. I knew that what I had learned was so much bigger, and that I didn't know, as hard as this is to admit, I didn't know everything. And so I invited a group of other authors to join me in sharing what tools and tips and wisdom and stories that they have that have helped connect them to joy, no matter what season they're in.
Yeah, I think that's such a powerful message. We've known each other now for quite some time, and we've had the pleasure of becoming friends. And really, when you were going through your father's illness and his passing, you did not shy away from social media. You posted through the tears, but also through the smiles. And it was such an inspiration to take that walk with you, just appreciating life for what it's given you, for what it has yet to bring. But I feel like that's so ingrained just in your spirit. So how do the rest of us, how do we manage to just get a little bit of that, into our lives?
Well, I think I knew this, but what was really reaffirmed during the time with my dad is that presence really is the doorway to joy. And so as you just shared about, those videos and the things that I made and going through and experiencing grief, but also experiencing joy, it's because I allowed myself to be fully present with what it is that I'm feeling. And sometimes those feelings are grief and sadness or frustration, but that release, that allowance to feel it all really allows me to be fully myself. And in being fully ourselves, that's where the joy lies.
And I hope you realize what a voice you gave to everyone else who watched those videos, who are going through something themselves, that you articulated and put into motion, what the rest of us may have bottled up inside. It was just such a cathartic experience to go through that with you, and then to see you come out on the other side. You've had such a busy year. So not only have you released this book, but then you also took this wild trip across country, the entire United States. So tell us a little bit about this project, and how many stops did you make? What did you learn along the way?
I had always wanted to, for over 20 years, dreamed about going around the country and highlighting the good people, the good things, the beauty, the joy in our country. And after Dad's passing, I realized how important this really was, not only for other people, but for me to rekindle my own spark. And so we went out for 3 weeks, 8,000 miles. We went to over 20 cities, but we shot 8 different cities. I really did it all and learned so much about myself, what I thought I could do, what I did do, the whole gamut.
Yeah. And what brings others joy, which we can all learn from. When you kind of box yourself in and you're living within your own little bubble, you don't realize all the other wonderful things out there. If you just step outside that door and you see what kind of joy lies beyond, in forms that you might not have expected.
100%. And that really was the mission for it, was to discover how other people experience joy. How do they connect to it? And I found out and things surprised me. They enlightened me. Like it reaffirmed again the things that I did know. And just, I can't wait for people to see it. It'll be out early in the year of 2026.
That's so exciting. And also
Yeah.
people can watch streaming your studio show.
Yes.
So tell our audience a little bit about that, and where can people see this? So you kind of took what you do in the studio, but then you brought it out onto the road, which, makes it such a dynamic experience.
Yeah, so Good Morning Joy is the in-studio talk show, and they could see that. That streams on Tubi, on Amazon Prime, YouTube, all of it. And yeah, and so normally during the segment, we go out on the streets of LA, and I, do on the street interviews and asking people about joy. And so I decided to expand that and go around the country to ask people about joy. So it was really the spin-off, and it's called Joy Drive, is the spin-off to the talk show Good Morning Joy.
That's wonderful. Well, I highly recommend anybody to download, to watch, and just infuse their lives with a little bit of joy. You bring it every single day, Shari. I don't know how you do it, but I'm just so glad to know you because it's infectious, and I'm so proud of you. So congratulations again on your book, Joy Unleashed, just released. So where can people find it?
They can go right on Amazon, look up Joy Unleashed by Shari Alyse. That rhymes kind of.
Yes.
And they can grab their copy. There's a special launch price right now, so hopefully they'll go grab that. It's an amazing book.
That's great. Well, I can't wait to read it. And again, can't wait to see what the next chapter holds. So looking forward to 2026 for the release of your cross-country tour, but also all the other wonderful things to come. Thank you so much for joining us, Shari.
Thank you, Layla.
We'll be back after this.